Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? So today, this side of my face is industry standard favorites, and this side are my favorites. So if you want to see how I got this look and what I think, then keep on watching. Hey y'all, I'm back. Hope everybody had a good weekend. So today, I thought I would do a video of makeup products that are in and that everybody's talking about and everybody raves on, and I don't really particularly care for them. And then I'm going to do one side of that, and one side I'm going to do my suggestions, what I like. So, I already did my eyes. I've been waiting for about 45 minutes to film this video. My kids had to come over. So, on this eye, I used my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base. And on this eye, I used the ever-popular NARS Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. Now, I do have oily eyelids and dry skin, mature skin, obviously. But I have very oily eyelids and eyeshadow creases all the time. It'll go away. It's just, I just don't do very good with eyeshadows. But this was supposed to be the end-all be-all, raved about on YouTube a couple years ago, and still to this day. So I purchased it. It is, you know, it's no better than anything else. So, overhyped in my opinion. Now, for foundation, I'm going to use, or actually, let me do my primer, because this is not for me. The e.l.f. This is the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. It's the sticky one. It looks like that. We're gonna put that on this side. It is just not for me. I do not not like anything sticky. It leaves just such a terrible, just a weird feeling for me. So, I am not a fan of this. I've used this before. I attempted to use this before. I ended up wiping it off before I even put any foundation on it. I didn't like the texture of it. But what I will use is, on my good side, I'm going to use my First Aid Beauty, my Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. I really like this stuff. Before we began, I did use some SPF, and I put it on about an hour ago, but I had to take it off the top part of my face. From about here up, I had to take it off. It was really burning. I do have sensitive skin, and that is just a product that I haven't been able to find an SPF other than my IT Cosmetics foundation with the SPF in it that didn't really burn and irritate my eyes. So, when we went on vacation, I did get some sun. I fell asleep, but I put foundation on my face. I just put a thin layer up there, and that's what I used as my SPF, and it worked fine. I mean, I did get a little bit on my face, but not much. So there's that primer. Still feels sticky. I don't like it. So the two foundations that I'm going to use are, and these colors are too light for me, so let's just overlook that. But this is raved about, the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid, and it says it's long wear, supposed to be buildable, it's just supposed to be this great, and everybody raved on it. I tried it, and I just did not like it. It was just felt way, way, way too cakey on me. But we're going to give it a try. Now, the concealer, really, really like the concealer. Do not like the foundation. And I'm going to put it up against this Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-hour breathable. This is a high definition finish, medium coverage. Again, these are not going to be my shades, but it's okay. So, I'm going to start out with this much. And which side? Which side? This side. See, yeah, this is way, 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 way too light. I'm gonna probably have to get a brush. Oh. That and a bronzer. Whew. I don't know about this, folks. We might have to do something different. And I did do my brows. I did them both the same. Boy, this just emphasizes texture so bad. Granted, I did use a lot, but still a lot kind of came off on my sponge. Let's just see if you can see this. It is just doesn't look good. I don't like it. So for the other side, we're even going to use a different sponge. I'm going to use this Rimmel. I really do like this. And it's not as bad, I don't think. I really like the doe foot on it. It's really big. Nice and soft. That foundation does have a scent on it, but it's not bad. You know, it's not overwhelming. Man, the color difference in these is... Let's put this on with a brush. I think most of it came off on the... Let's try this again. That ought to be enough. Okay. It's hard to find this. They used to sell it at my local drugstore here, but I haven't seen it lately. You know, this is a much better color match. And it is very breathable. As you can see on this side, I'm just going to kind of go down the center and kind of blend this in a little bit, because I do have to go anywhere. It's not too bad. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. For concealer, we're gonna, where'd you go to? Ah, here you go. This is Super Hyped Up, which is, this is in the same shade as this foundation. And for the other side, I'm going to use my Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I've used this for years, and I really like it. Both of these are very hydrating, so they work for me very well. So, what side did I do? We'll do this one here, because this is the Hyped. Like I need anything any lighter. Good gracious sakes. Okay. And the Flower Beauty right there. Okay. We'll use this sponge for this side. And I'm going to just flip it around and use this for this side. Perfect. Now, to set that, we're going to use the classic Laura Mercier. This is a good powder. I will not take that away at all. We're going to set the under eyes with this. Let me find a small brush. Get a little bit on my brush. And let's see. I'm going to set that primer, that eye primer as well. Okay. Now, for my other side, I'm going to use, let's see. I just have some in the little cap here. I am going to use the Cody Airstone. Yes, it smells strong, but it does go away. The scent goes away. And it doesn't bother me. And I have super, super, super sensitive eyes. Watering now. Story of my life. Okay. Now, before I set the rest of the face, I mean, are we surprised that this made it in this video? The Chanel bronzer that is just everybody raved on and just thought it was the best thing in the world, including me. Had to go out and get it. I've had it. It's probably, according to, let's see what it is. Yeah, 12 months is what's on the bottom. Yeah, it's expired, but we're still going to use it because I bought it at an astronomical price. And I do not like it. It will work in a pinch, don't get me wrong, but it is just, it's not my favorite. I think it is overhyped. I think you can find much better at the drugstore. I haven't tried the ColourPop or Soul Body. I've heard that was a pretty good dupe per se, but I haven't tried it. I actually a couple of options here. Let's see what I do with the other one. I have, oh, I must not have brought it in here. That's okay. We'll use this e.l.f. putty bronzer. I thought I brought another one in here. Oh, I did. Here it is. This is the LA Girl Velvet Bronzer. I'm going to get this. This will give me the same look. I'm just going to use the other side of that. This brush, this is a Kat Von D one. This is actually a little easier to blend as well. I just think it looks better on this side, personally. Now, let's see. For blush, blush is, everybody talks about NARS Orgasm. It's just the best thing. It's a nice blush. It is. I won't take that away from it. But to me, it's way overhyped. You can find much better ones. Definitely at the drugstore, anywhere else, but we're gonna apply it. And on my other side that I like better is this Believe Beauty. This is a cream to powder in the shade Doll Face. I think they have, this is a brand from Dollar General, and they have another shade, and I have that shade, and I do not like it. It way too much comes off. It's just not, I just don't like it. But this one I love. I've made quite a dent in this, and let's see. I'm just going to use this little, I think this is a KK Beauty brush, and I'm just going to dip little bit into that, and I'm going to tap it on my hand, warm it up a little bit. Again, these colors are not matching, but that's okay. We're not doing dupes. I'm just giving some alternatives to what YouTube says we should do. Then I'm going to go back in. I'm just going to take the same brush that I used. And there we go. Tap it out a little bit. Alrighty. Now, to set the face, this is what I got. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I have the shade One Fair. She looks like that. And I'm going to use Revlon Nearly Naked in the shade 010 Fair. And she looks like that. So the colors are pretty identical. Now, I've used this. I absolutely do not think it is worth the money at all. So, I'm going to go in, get some on my brush. I'm just going to tap, 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 tap. And it may work on younger folks. It may give you that flawless filter. But for us oldies, it didn't. Now, I'm going to go in with my, and I'm going to use a different brush, my Revlon Nearly Naked Press Powder. Get a little bit on the brush, tap it off. There we go. And set it. Perfect. For highlight. Now, I love both of these. So, you know, do what you want. But I'm just giving you some suggestions. I like the Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. I use this in one of my other videos. And also, I've got Cookie by Benefit. Now, these are two different shades. But they both give that beaming look. Let me get me a highlighter brush. That is not a highlighting brush. Alrighty, I'm going to use Cookie. Just tap in a little bit. Tap it off. Come over here. Do a little more. A little more never hurt anybody. Alrighty. And on this side, I'm going to use Wet n Wild. And I am going to take my shadow switch and clean this brush off. Get it all off and go in with my Wet n Wild. Let's see. They both have that glow. For my nose, I'm just going to use what I... Whew. All right. Now, so we did highlight, we did blush, we did bronzer. Let's do eyes. And Charlotte Tilbury again. This is the Pillow Talk palette. It is a beautiful palette. It does not wear any different than any other palette on me. I've seen these shades in other palettes. As a matter of fact, I pulled out 2 really cheap palettes. This is a both of these are Makeup Revolution, and both of them are collabs. This one is Makeup X Roxy. This is the Cozy Vibes palette, and these have some of the same tones in it, as well as I pulled out my Revolution X Soph. This was her first collab with them. Super nice mirror. I'm going to use some of the shimmers in this. So, for my... Don't fall. For my eyes, let's see. Let's grab a brush here. Again, I'm going to use my shadow switch because I need these brushes. Alright, let me go in with on this side, this is the day. They come in day, desk, date, and dream sides. I kind of mix. I'm gonna mix and match them a little bit, but I'm gonna go in on the day side and use this matte. Let me get my eye straight. Okay. So get a little bit on my brush. Tap. We're not going to do anything major. Just a little eye look. I don't think these blend any better. They don't have the staying power of anything better. I think you're paying for the name. And I was guilty. And I thought, well, this palette is really expensive. Must be worth it. It was not at all. Now, for the other side, I'm going to go in the Roxy palette and get the shade Snug. Let me swatch both of these. That's both of them swatched. Right, let me get my brush cleaned. Let's see. Again, I'm not duping the Charlotte Tilbury at all, but I am trying to get a similar look. See how easy that blended versus this? I mean, this is still splotchy, whereas this, I mean, it just glided on, you know. And that could be the primer as well. I'm gonna go in with a second layer. And I'll go in with the second layer on the, with Miss Tilbury as well. Here we go. Got it on both sides of the brush. Let me get this mirror here. That is a pretty good color. Alrighty. Next, I want to go in with, I'm going to deepen it with, we're going to go in on this one, this deep brown. It is on the date side. Let me swatch this. Let me open it back up. And then I'm going to use the, let's see, trying to find which one's going to be the closest. Yeah, I'll use this Roxy palette again. They're both, the Charlotte's a little bit deeper, but that's all right. I'm going to use this shade, which is Leaves. I just dug my fingernail in that shade. Alrighty. I'm going to use a smaller brush on this one. I'm going to use this JH times the Morphe JH33. Let's see. Go in with Leaves. Tap it off a little bit because I don't want a whole lot. I just want to deepen that just a hair. All right, then I'm going to wipe the brush off. And go in with that shade. Clean my brush off. It's cleanness. And see my mirror. To be fair, this eye is watering pretty bad, so alrighty. Now, for the shimmer shade, I'm going to use, let's see, let's go with the lightest one in the, what was that? in the day section. I'll swatch that, and that's what that one looks like. And I'm going to use my Soft palette, and let's see, I kept the little insert. I'm going to go in with the shade Pink Champagne. I really liked this shade. Again, they're not going to match, but alrighty, let me get a flat brush. I'm going to go in with this one. And I don't really want it too heavy, so I'm not going to wet my brush. I'm just going to apply it on. Okay. There we go. And on the Charlotte Tilbury side, I wipe that off. We're going to go in, do the same thing. Get a little bit on the brush. It's a kind of a big packer. And just sweep it across the lid. And these are the eyes. Now, we'll do lips, and then we'll talk about everything. So, I'm going to line my lips using the same thing. This is Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner. This is in the shade 132, Almond Rose. It's a retractable lip pencil. These are some of my favorites. I get my mirror too far away. Okay, put that in just a little bit. Okay, now, these have been considered a dupe, but the longevity, it's going to Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Pillow Talk, right here, beautiful shade. And this is the shade from Revlon in the shade 130 Rose Velvet. Now, finish, I got to give it to Revlon. It's a nice cream, shiny finish. This is matte. It is not an uncomfortable matte, and it does last a while. So, alrighty, let's put her on. Okay, let's see. Can you tell a difference? This, super expensive. This, not. I love both of these equally. If I had to choose, I'm going for the cheaper one. Now, for setting spray, Morphe setting spray is a lot of people's favorites. I enjoy it as well. I do not have the original one, the black one. I do have the Morphe Times Jeffree Star, the Set and Refresh, and I know that this isn't available anymore, but it is the same formula as their regular. This just has a sweet strawberry scent, or a starberry scent. So we'll use this, and we'll do it even fair. We'll use this on this side to set everything. Okay. Now, it does smell good. And for my side, I'm going to go in with the Collab. This is the Grand Finale 3-in-1 Hydrating Makeup Setting Spray. The sprayer on this is super fine, and I do like this a lot. And price-wise, I think this is a little bit more expensive than the Morphe. You can get this at Sally Beauty. I forgot which YouTuber I was watching that was really raving on this. I think it was Taylor Wynn. At any rate, I really do like this. I'm almost out of it, so on this side we're going to use this. Alrighty. So, here we go. This side, viral or well-loved. This side, what I like. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments below. Let me know. I hope you enjoyed this short little, well, it was fun for me. I enjoyed it. So, like and subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, and y'all have a nice day. Bye.